Honor at this time to announce the winner of the 2022 Apollo Award, and that is Miss Patricia Roberts. Would you please come forward? You have a big fan in the front row here. Mrs. Roberts is a graduate from the Seminole campus and served as historian for the Phi Theta Kappa, the vice president of membership for Alpha Phi Omega, a member of Women on the Way, a member of NAMI on campus, and a peer mentor for Neighborhoods for Success. Roberts has been recognized with the 2020 Seroptimus International of Tampa Live Your Dream Award. I think she is living her dream. Mrs. Roberts plans to attend SPC's College of Education to complete her bachelor's degree in elementary education. And be one of those fine teachers Speaker Sprowls just spoke about. Upon completion of her degree, Robert plans to teach in Pinellas County. With the use of hands-on experiences and technology, she hopes to give students an education that motivates, inspires, and influences an enjoyment of learning and a desire to continue their education. All of SPC is proud of you and congratulates you today, Patricia. It is my pleasure to present you with this check. It's always good to get a check. A check and this plaque noting your selection as this year's Apollo Award recipient. We also have this small trophy here, which will have your name engraved on it, and it will remain in a prominent place on the Seminole campus to commemorate your achievement. Patricia graduated with one of those grade point averages, close to 4.0, so 4.0. So it is my pleasure to present you the Apollo Award and say congratulations and ask you to make some comments, Patricia.
Good morning, President Williams, SPC Board of Directors, faculty, staff, and the class of 2022. Throughout our lives, we're often asked the question, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I could never have imagined a single moment of this life I'm living now. 5 years ago, I was a high school dropout. I left high school 33 years ago, pregnant and lost. Throughout the years, I often considered completing my education. Unfortunately, the many years of physical and mental abuse I endured from an ex, followed by the struggles of being a single parent, working minimum wage jobs, left me insecure and feeling hopeless. 5 years ago, all that changed. In 2018, I was diagnosed with lupus and fibromyalgia. Months later, I reconnected with an old classmate, and we soon fell in love. A year later, I moved from Pennsylvania to Florida, and everything in my life was changing. Inspired by my husband's recent degree at SBC alongside his daughter, I once again contemplated returning to school. Fear overcame me and I convinced myself that I was not capable of completing college. My husband convinced me that I was more than capable, so I decided to believe in me like he did. I enrolled in the high school program at SBC and earned my diploma. I then immediately enrolled as a college student at SBC. Each semester welcomed new lessons, increasing confidence, and greater success. But with those successes came struggles. Not long after I started classes here, the pandemic broke out. In an instant, the entire world had to stop and try to figure out a new normal. We watched in fear as the death rate rose. Not long after, our country was divided over so many issues. Personally, I had struggles of my own. At times, my illnesses were so debilitating, overwhelming, and depressing. Over a 6-month period, I had to tell my then 12-year-old daughter that her father, grandfather, aunt, and cousin had all passed away. I was overwhelmed with worry of COVID being too much for my body. But through all of this, my education, friendships, confidence, and success blossomed here. We've all dealt with struggles while navigating our way through our time here. But we're all here today, which means we never gave up. We faced all of our challenges and we turned that energy into successes. Today, we're being rewarded for that determination. Be very proud of everything you endured to be here today. 5 years ago, I was struggling with a new diagnosis and navigating a new relationship. Both of those things led me to being on stage today. My illness showed me how strong and determined I was, and that new relationship led to me marrying the most supportive, kind, loving, and patient man. I am so grateful for you, Vernon. To my family and friends who encouraged, motivated, and supported me, you have my love and gratitude. To the faculty, staff, advisors, and tutors of SBC, you have all been a part of creating the person who stands before you now. For that, I'm eternally grateful. I hold membership in some very exciting and rewarding clubs. Thank you to APO, PTK, Women on the Way, the Honors Program, and Neighborhoods for Success. I consider you all a part of my family. And I also appreciate everything you have blessed me with. I'd like to give thanks to Miss Kelly Rich, Mr. Jacob Wartok, Dr. Tara Newsom, Dr. Meg Delgado, and Adam Gates. I'm thankful for your support, your leadership, and your friendship. To this graduating class, I ask you one question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? The longest journey still begins with one step. Step one, believe in yourself. Make the changes you fear, as rewards will be worth the discomfort. It may not always be easy, but it'll always be worth it. 33 years ago, I left to have that child who turned 32 last week. He served 4 years in the United States Marines, and he's now living in Peru, getting his doctorate in biology. Along with all my other children, I am very proud. Congratulations, graduates, and thank you.
Let's get a stand by the trophy.